Hey, what's up, Bubbles? Back at it again at work. Let's get back to our lesson. All right. This one is about. Let me start off with a story. When I was young, I had a friend. His name was DJ. And we went to Shimbraza Pool. This is in Richmond, Virginia. And he was playing around at the edge of the pool. Ended up falling in. He ended up drowning. Well, no, he didn't drown. He ended up falling in. He couldn't swim, so he was drowning. So as he was drowning, I swam over to save him. And as I was swimming over to save him, I approached him wrong and almost got myself drowned because he was scrambling and fighting so hard to get back above water that his first instinct was to latch on to me and to save himself from drowning. You know, like he was in a panic mode. So he ended up sticking his hand in my mouth, grabbing my chest, and like walking up my body like some stairs. That was crazy. So I ended up pushing him off me. When I pushed him off me, I swam around the back way, and I grabbed him from the back. And then I ended up pulling him to safety. And that's to say, like right now, you have a lot of people emotionally, spiritually, mentally drowning. And in the process of you trying to save them from drowning, you end up drowning yourself. So don't do that. You know, like, we started off like that. See, for myself, I was one of those people. I remember those days of being the ones who was drowning emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. I remember being drowning. But with the help of my maker and my wife, family, and friends, I ended up pulling myself up out there. But remember, the most important part was that I had to pull myself out there. Nobody could pull me out myself. So once I ended up getting pulled out, I was blessed with a new set of eyes. Me, my wife, and her friends were sitting around and she asked, what are you thankful for? And one of the best things that I was thankful for was a new set of eyes. And that was to view the world different, because the way that I was raised, like a lot of people, the way that they raised and they brought up, their views are different. You know, like you grow up in a harder, rougher type of environment, your views of the world are going to be different. But if you grow up in a kind of better, maybe I guess say not even better, but structural type of thing, it'll be a little bit better for you the way that you view the world. But you know, a lot of mental, physical, spiritual abuse, if it was put on you when you were young, it gives you an outlook on the world different. So now, for those who have a new set of eyes and different, you know, outlook, I wouldn't say saved, but I would more say like awake is different for us, because heading back down a path like that where you see somebody drowning is a limited amount that you can delve deep into with them, because the simple fact of the matter is you still a victim of the same thing. You may dive so deep that you get yourself back in a situation where you starting to trying to help somebody to get them out of the situation, and you may drown yourself, you know, because you'll head back down that road. And due to the fact, like you said, you got a new set of eyes and you're awake, it's different for people that are awake. I wouldn't say saved. Like me, I wouldn't say that I'm saved because I got a lot to go, and I ain't nobody anyway. Like my homeboy Al said, I ain't nobody. But by me being like that, mines would come with death, because just the simple fact of the matter is that God on the lookout for babies and fools, and I ain't no baby and I ain't no fool no more. So it's kind of, you don't want to invest so much that you got your arm reached out in the situation that you end up falling into the same thing that the person that you're trying to save is in. You gotta help yourself. I see a lot of, like my brother, man, sometimes he separates himself, but I understand why. That's for to save himself from others and crazy, man. So I don't blame him for that, you know, but I do got an idea. Like you said, if somebody is drowning or this and the third, and that water may be too deep for you, I do know somebody who can save you. It's your higher power, because remember, like I said, don't take this in the literal form. I do know somebody that I read about that can walk on water. So at that point in time, what you need to do is call for help. You need to call for help and pray about it, you know, and let them know, hey, I got somebody that's going through some things, you know. And for those that may be drowning, in situations like that with emotional instability or spiritually, emotionally, My advice to you is total surrender. And that don't mean only just what you can give. You got to give the things that you don't want to give. The thing that you most likely that you don't want to give up. That thing that I guess you probably would say that makes you you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, well, good or bad, they got to take me how I am. No, because I had to go all the way back. I'm 41 years old. I had to go all the way back. That's to where I was one. And then rethink about all the morals, principles, and values that I was instilled in by my grandmother and my grandfather. That's the true me. That's the person that I should be. That's the best me. Cause see, love for someone, man, love is a crazy thing, man. Man, I mean, all of us have been in love, whether it's family, friends, or others. You have people that you have a deep emotional bond with, you know what I'm saying? For real. It is what it is, and everybody wants to try to save everybody. But until they're ready to save themselves, you kind of got to keep yourself on solid ground. Keep your arm extended. Always be ready to reach and pull them up, but they have to, at some point in time, get themselves in some type of order so you can reach out to them or they can get their eyes over to what the situation is. I see myself, on a personal note, I'd rather keep it on eye terms. You know, that's the therapeutic community in me. I was drowning from the lifestyle that I was living. You know, I was totally drowned in that. I was totally submissive to that. Because as I was growing up and I started losing key components that were teaching me the things that I started losing them, I started trying to go on my own way and start doing it my own thing. And a lot of stuff that I was doing, it just wasn't right. So I was bending to the side of not so good rather than good, you know what I mean? But you can always make it back, man. But again, I'm gonna say this, it comes with total surrender. That means that I have no need to fight the battles of this world no more. I don't. I can give you a perfect example. The other day, me and my wife was at the gas pump. And this dude came up and he beat the horn and you know, like, was he beeping at us? And, you know, this and the third, so he pulled up and he talking crazy and reckless, and then I started talking crazy and reckless with him. Went right back in the water with him. You know what I'm saying? And then now what happened for the last couple of days, I've been drowning over that situation because that's not the true me no more. I was back in that water. But I had to look at the situation better than that and be like, look, my higher power, I need you to do something about this situation. Not do something to him, but do something about the situation for me because it's not for me no more. Those situations where it comes with a lot of negativity, stuff that's not positive, that's not for me no more. And he pulled me about it. He pulled it out of my heart and took it on away. But again, stay safe, stay prayed up. When you can't wear this mask, word is not for you, it's for others. Stay safe. I would rather to know that I wear this mask and I may have contracted it and I got it, but I don't give it to my grandmother. I don't give it to my mother. I don't give it to the children. The reverse angle of that is that I'm trying to save a life. I ain't worried about my own. I'm worried about the ones that's around me. But other than that, how y'all doing? We're going to get back on our motivational things and stay with them. So don't let nobody drown you. Don't let nobody drown you, man, with their emotional, spiritual, and mental problems. Don't let them with them. But still stay there for them. And maybe if you all wake to the situation at hand, you show them a little light. But it's going to have to come with surrendering. It's Bubbles. I love y'all. See you later on.